Norris. I am the owner and gunsmith at Norris Custom Rifles. We have been very fortunate to have a very close association with Premier Wildlife Services over 27 years, and would like to share with you some of the things that we have learned about non-toxic ammunition and their use on deer in the UK. Some of the things that we've found, some of the discoveries that have been made by various agencies that are using them, and also some of the things to avoid. So moving on, non-toxic ammunition is becoming more and more a requirement within the marketplace for venison production. The risks of lead contamination are now becoming more and more highlighted, and non-toxic ammunition is becoming more required in various working environments, forestry commission, deer leases, etc. So there are a few things to consider when using non-toxic ammunition. Your conventional bullet, for example, this one, which is a 150 grain horn of the interlock, is considerably smaller when compared to a comparable 150 grain non-toxic bullet. Does this have any ramifications? Does it have any effect on the rifle? Does it have any effect on your loading? In effect, yes, it does. First of all, your loading data for non-toxic ammunition, be it of a gilding metal construction or of a pure copper construction, is different from the conventional cup and core lead alloy bullets, and as such must be adjusted. There's lots of good reloading information now online and from the manuals, but you must ensure that you have the correct data for the type and make of bullet that you intend to use, as the different jacket materials affect pressures in different ways and to different levels. So having the correct data is very, very important. Bullet weights and calibers in non-toxic are available from 22 caliber all the way up to 50 caliber. In front of us I have an example of just some of the popular calibers and also some of the big game calibers that are used in the UK. Everything from 6mm, 6.5, 270, 30 cal. There are also 7mm available, 8mm, 9.3. Most of the popular bullet weights are covered in a non-toxic type of bullet. One thing you will notice is that the non-toxic bullets compared to the lead cup and cores are substantially longer. This increases what is called the sectional density of the bullet and the bullet's ability to penetrate. They do penetrate very, very well. Has an advantage. It does in very, very large, heavily bodied, heavily muscled game. For light, thin-skinned game in the UK, and especially some of the smaller species, this can be a disadvantage. And what has been noted by the Forestry Commission and some hunters that have been using the non-toxic bullets in their normal conventional bullet weights is that the penetration has been so good that the bullet has penciled through the animal with very minimal expansion. Obviously we rely on expansion to induce a quick and humane kill, and it's of vital importance. Penciling through the animal may possibly result in lost deer. How do we avoid it? How do we overcome this? It's a very simple matter. Decrease your bullet weight for your given caliber. I'll demonstrate this in the 30 calibers, as it's very, very easy to see the difference in the size and construction of the bullets. This is a selection of 30 cal bullets, 4 non-toxic and 1 conventional cup and core, just to give you an idea of the differences. This is a 180 grain Nosler E-tip, a 150 grain Hornady GMX, a standard cup and core 150 grain Interbond, a 130 grain Fox bullet, and a 110 grain Barnes TTSX. To ensure reliable expansion on thin-skinned game, I would highly recommend coming 1 to 2 bullet weights lighter than your normal bullet of choice. For example, a 150 grain bullet in 30 cal is very, very widely used for deer in the UK. So instead of using the 150, come to a 130 or even a 110 grain in the 30 cal in a non-toxic bullet. What does this do? The increased muzzle velocity will ensure and help rapid and reliable expansion on thin-skinned game. It also has the advantage that it will flatten your trajectory. So not so much holdover is required at normal hunting ranges. This will result in reliable expansion. As you can see, that is a typical expansion from a non-toxic bullet as compared to a cup and core bullet. The non-toxic bullet typically opens back into 4 petals and the petals curl back. These form almost like a razor-edged propeller, which at the high revolutions of the bullet spinning actually cause and cut the permanent wound channel through the animal. Your conventional cup and core bullet, the front of the bullet will generally wipe off, but the bullet will expand back and it comes into more of a ball configuration as it fully penetrates. What we're trying to achieve is to deliver trauma to the internal organs of the animal, but minimize trauma to the muscle structure, the edible part of the animal. The lighter non-toxic bullets will penetrate but expand quite readily within an inch to an inch and a half of penetration. This is generally insufficient to minimize damage to the muscle structure but maximize trauma to the internal organs, thus delivering a clean kill. Even at high velocities of using lighter bullets, the non-toxic bullet does have the advantage in being of homogeneous, i.e. one solid continuous metal construction. The bullets don't fragment or blow up on contact with heavy bone. This means that pinning shots on the heavy shoulder bones can be taken without the risk of the bullet actually blowing up, but will still give you sufficient penetration to ensure a clean kill. Does the use of non-toxic bullets put any special requirements upon the rifle that it's being shot in? Yes, it does. It's absolutely vital to ensure that your barrels are in good condition. Barrels that are heavily pitted will not react well with pure copper bullets. The jacket material is considerably softer than Cooper nickel or Tomback or gilding metal, and will actually deposit more fouling in pits in the barrel. The barrels will demonstrate colour in the bores. This does not necessarily mean to say that the rifle is fouled. The rifle is fouled when it ceases to shoot. But our recommendation is, if you're going down the non-toxic route, clean the rifle every time the rifle is shot and remove any excess fouling or any copper deposits from the bore. Copper left in against a steel barrel can result in the barrel being etched. Copper against steel is a reactive metal, and it actually results in a thing called anoidic corrosion, which can electrochemically etch your barrel and result in pitting. But if the barrel is kept clean and the bore is oiled, generally it's not an issue. Although there is an increased requirement upon non-toxic bullets, the conventional cup and core bullet still does have a place in our management toolbox, and that one place is certainly brought to the fore in park culling, where an animal has to be surgically removed from a group of other animals. Normally this is achieved with a headshot. A conventional cup and core bullet of fragile construction is normally the bullet of choice for doing this one specific job, as it can minimise and indeed eliminate pass-through and the risk of other animals being wounded or injured. The non-toxic bullets with their high sectional density and monolithic construction would certainly shoot straight through in this scenario. So one very, very important thing is when using non-toxic ammunition, be very mindful of your backstops, as we should be at all times, but especially so when using these bullets, which are capable of excellent penetration. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this informative, and hopefully it will stimulate an ongoing discussion. Any feedback you actually have is always welcome. Feel free to check us out on our Facebook page, Brock and Norris Custom Rifles, on our website, brockandnorris.co.uk, and if you need to contact us with any, and we can offer any assistance, feel free to give us a call on 01948 841 021.